What's good, yo? Man, I'm shocked. I'm speechless. You know what I mean? Nayoa Inoue completely abuses Stephen Fulton this morning in Tokyo, Japan. And Inoue, there's just nothing you can say, man. He's an all-around fighter. Uh, Stephen Fulton was the bigger guy in there. Inoue was moving up one weight class. And the speed difference showed, man, when you got the smaller guy moving up and he's skilled, he's gonna have that speed advantage. That was like the main thing. Like, cause he had to get inside Fulton, so he was darting in and out on Fulton. Fulton just couldn't catch him, man. Fulton, he tried to make some adjustments. It just wasn't nothing he could really do. What's good, boxing learner? Yeah, he dominated Fulton. I was going for Fulton. I talked my shit or whatever, but damn. I mean, Anui really proved himself. That was the only bar that I had for him. I was like, he shouldn't be that high on the pound for pound list because he ain't really beat nobody. But he had the undisputed, and he was already a couple of weight division champion already. You know what I mean? After he beat Paul Butler, I was like, man, he got to beat somebody like Fulton, and so he can be high on the pound for pound list, and that's exactly what happened. There ain't really nothing else I can say about this guy. He should be like top three. I rated Fulton very high, and I like what Goodfella said. Fulton's stance was too wide. When you got a stance like that, it's like you trying to, you know, knock somebody out. And that's what it looked like Fulton was doing for a while. He was looking like he was like a puncher. He was just finna rock Inoue, which he did. He rocked Inoue a couple times with his right hand, but Inoue didn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt. I mean, I talked about the glove shit. Don't look like how it don't matter how his hands was wrapped. He would have beat Fulton regardless. You know what I mean? But Fulton, you know what I mean? He tried to outbox him for the first round. The first round was close. He tried to outbox him. He seen the first round, it didn't happen. The second round, he pretty much tried the same thing, but he lost the first couple rounds, and he tried to walk Inoue down a little bit. You know what I mean? He seen the movement wasn't really working because Inoue was hitting that body with that jab. He was just too fast for him, man. He cut off the ring on him and everything. Like he won every battle, the jab battle. You know what I mean? Fulton really couldn't throw his right hand like that because Inoue was keeping good range. You know what I mean? So like he really wasn't there to be hit like that. Like Inoue's slick. Like he's an all around fighter. Like them all around fighters like that, I think like pressure fighters are like the best bet to really like win 7 rounds against guys like that. That's what I think best competes with a boxer puncher like that. He knocked Fulton out with the straight right hand. You know, Fulton's chin held up for a while. Like I don't think Fulton won one round. Some of the rounds was close and competitive, like the third and probably like the fifth, sixth, or seventh. Like he was making the rounds competitive, but I don't think he was winning any. Yeah, that's right, Jared. I mean, I slept on him too much. I just said he never fought nobody like Fulton. And you know what I mean? Real boxers like that, they diffuse power though, but it's just Inoue is just more than power. Like he's a boxer too. Like he outboxed Fulton. Yeah, he just got the stoppage. I don't even think when he threw that right hand, that was everything he had. You know what I mean? Fulton, uh, you know, I don't know. I feel like he tried. People feel like he sold the fight or whatever, but I just don't think it was much he could do. The speed was a huge problem. And when he got inside on him with the speed, he had the power. He was hurting them. It was just too much, too strong. So it all Nui needs is one more fight against this dude Tapales who beat MJ. Hold on one second. All right, my bad, Joe. But all he needs is this dude Tapales. You know, to fight him for his two titles. He just beat Fulton for two titles. He can be undisputed in two fights. So yeah, Anui, I'm with the hype now. They been had him like top three pound for pound, but this is the fight that really puts him there. You know what I mean? There's really no argument for it now. Everybody used to be offended because he used to get more credit than Tank and all that for pound for pound. But like, yeah, he dominate. Look at Tank got to dominate like a Devin Haney or a Shakur Stevenson to really like catch up with Inoue on that pound for pound. You know what I mean? I think Tank is pound for pound, but he's in that back half. Oh yeah, he's for sure going to the Hall of Fame. Cause this is fourth weight class. He already been undisputed before, and now he's unified in this weight class. So he'll be pound. He'll be Hall of Fame. It's just what big fights he can get. What competition is really out there for him. I expect him to roll through Tapales. Tapales, he's kind of tricky though. He got a nice uppercut, some decent defense, but his gas tank isn't that good, and he got knocked out twice before. So I don't really think he gonna beat Inoue. You know, he came and he took out the best fighter first. You know, that's what I kind of like to see though, when these champions be moving up. Like really test yourself. Go for the best fighter first. Then let's see where you at. You know, they don't be needing like 5 tune-ups and then go for the champion. But the next weight class is 126. You know, I don't think there's a lot of great fights like that for him up there, except Robisi Ramirez, and he on the same side of the street. So maybe that could be the next build up for Nui, but maybe he might as well just stay at 122. It's only one fight. He can be undisputed. He'll be two-time undisputed. And the dude Tapales, he looked like he's ready for the fight. He was at the fight. I don't remember if he got in the ring or not, but they say that working on that fight already. Inoue versus him next for undisputed. We got two other fighters going for two-time undisputed too, like Crawford on Saturday and Jamel Charlo September 30th. So if they both lose, Inoue can still become the first two-time undisputed. But yeah, Fulton, I mean, he just got to rebuild. He wanted to go up to 126 anyway. He just got to collect the belts. Inoue is not collecting, maybe. That's about all I can say. Because the belts are scattered out. That's four different champions at 126. So they both could move up and grab belts. What kind of comment is this? You think, of course, it's going to impact Fulton in a negative way. When you get knocked out like that, that can affect you going forward in your career. You know what I mean? Yeah, like mentally. Like maybe he'll be like scared to mix it up with guys on the inside like that anymore. Like that shit can mess you up getting knocked out like that. But shit, at least Fulton gave us the fight. Like they made the fight so quick, we didn't even know they was negotiating that fight. And they come out Fulton versus Inoue. See these other dominant champions. We got to hear about them turning down this, turning down that, being divas, negotiating for a whole goddamn year. Spence and Crawford negotiated for like 3 years because I think they was negotiating before Spence Ugas fight. Spence Ugas fight to now, it took those guys like over 2 years just to negotiate a fight. You know what I mean? That's not Fulton and Inoue. Inoue moved up. He's seen what the biggest fight gonna be, and they hollered at each other. Fulton didn't let Al Heyman get in the way. I heard Fulton got $5 million for this fight. Like that's huge money for a fighter under 135. Even those 135 guys not really touching 5 million like that. If you ain't tanking Garcia, you know what I mean. And Fulton, I don't blame him for coming to Japan either. I thought Fulton was finna win the goddamn fight, so I know he thought he was finna win. Shit. So I don't blame him. All he had to do is shit, just come to win. Man, Inoue dominated. It is what it is. The dude tried. He tried to adjust. It's just Inoue was just too damn quick, too powerful. A jab to the stomach. He didn't headhunt. He showed pretty much everything. And when Fulton was on the back foot, he kept Fulton in front of him like it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? He went 11 rounds with Paul Butler. I thought he looked as suspect not cutting off that ring like that, but not in this damn fight. What's good, Athletic Mind? Fulton choke. Oh yeah, but you know what I mean? That kind of could have been a part of it too. Did you see how many people was in that crowd? Like Fulton's legs looked shaky in the first couple rounds. Like he was nervous out there. Like, you think you can go out there and fight in front of like 60,000 people, 80,000 people? How many people was in that crowd? That shit looked like a Canelo fight. A tanking Ryan. That shit was full. That shit was so full. They asked damn near need to be asking for a couple more dollars. To be honest, but Fulton, I don't look at Fulton in no type of way. I mean, he lost the fight. It is what it is, bro. I mean, I still take Fulton over everybody else. I mean, what's up? What's good, athletic mind? I ain't even see you for a second.
Yeah, man. That fight was crazy, man. I had somebody. I just got off the phone. I had somebody tell me that uh Fulton didn't look himself, and I said, bro, you don't think that was a product of what Inoue did? Like, you just like not giving the man Inoue credit for making him look like that, and he's never looked like that, bro. He like,
Yeah,
nah,
he
bro. Like,
dominated every second of that fight. I
then
did
he's
not
like,
expect that.
how he would pick him again if they fought. That I don't see how you would think Fulton would beat him after that performance. But I just don't.
Yeah, it ain't no way. No, if they both move up, Fulton just gonna have to get the belts Inouye ain't getting. I mean, he still can do something, but as far as the fight, yeah, I didn't expect that
Me
because
neither.
Inouye, I knew, I didn't think the speed advantage was that huge. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of why Fulton wasn't throwing a lot of punches, man, because he wasn't even there to be hit. He was too fast for him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we already knew he was going to have the power advantage. The feet wasn't a problem. He was able to cut off Fulton when it wasn't nothing whenever he needed to. Like Fulton didn't have no advantages in there.
And I always thought Inoue was real good at cutting out the ring. That last fight with Paul Butler, I didn't think it was no time he was unable to cut off the ring. I think he cut off the ring several times. It was just that guy, he had a really tight guard that Inoue couldn't get through until he did. And like, what was it, round 11 or whatever the case may be? But I seen him
Mm,
cut off the ring several times against that dude.
yeah.
Had
But
him in the
he was,
corner.
and Butler was kind of moving, you know what I mean? He wasn't really like fighting like that. He
Yeah,
was like trying to survive too.
yeah. But that performance by Inoue was, real great,
Yeah.
bro. That's what
I
greats do,
mean,
man.
that's like one of the best of the year as far as like opponent and how you dominated that opponent. That's one of the most impressive this year.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
definitely agree.
T.O. Taylor, I underestimated T.O. in that fight too.
Yup, me too.
Damn, like, do you think Spence and Crawford gonna end up being one sided?
I really, what can I
I
say?
think, man, it's possible that fight could be one sided. I could see Spence dominating Crawford. I could see Crawford dominating Spence. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah, it could
Like
happen.
I seen like I knew he possibly could dominate Fulton, but I ain't think Fulton had no chance to like dominate him. I thought he was just gonna win seven, 8 rounds. You know what I mean?
Right.
He ain't win not one round.
Nope. People trying to give him a sympathy round. I don't do that. Yeah, he lost every fight.
Nah, it just some rounds was a little competitive, but I knew he like did win the round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's crazy. His power really carried up tremendously, bro. I
Hmm.
I just don't get how. I don't get it. People gonna make excuses and not get this man his credit. I'm gonna choose not to talk to niggas like that, man. I don't. It's just
Nah, I mean, how can you not? It's goddamn Fulton that he did that too.
it's a lot of
Shit.
people who not giving him credit. It's somebody who said, "Oh yeah, if he move up and beat Tank, then he'll crack my top 10."
Yeah.
Like some shit like that, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, your boy. And you know how that is though. He got an agenda. He got his own agenda. People, you know how that is. That's
yeah,
three weight classes. that's too much to ask. You
That's
know what I
just
mean?
like,
Can Tank even make 130 to even fight him? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, bro.
130 was his weight class.
That's just hating at that point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah,
just
because people don't see a lot of competition in 126 and 130. So they talking about Tank.
I just think we got to see more for us to even be like, oh yeah, that could be a competitive fight. 'Cause this is a small dude we talking about. You know, we had to see Pacquiao go and do certain things for us to be like, okay, he gonna be competitive with this guy. We can't just say this guy who's already like he's not even nowhere near 135 yet, bro. He still got a ways to go. That's what 3 weight classes, 4.
Yeah, that's three. That's two. I don't think they ever gonna fight. I hope that ain't really they really trying to build that fight up. I hope that's not the
You know what?
case.
I actually hope Inoue is good enough for that fight. I hope he is good enough for that fight to happen. I want him to be one of them anomalies, bro. Because you know this is the 4th weight class, and I want him to keep. I want him to see what he maxes out at. I want him to see, test his limits. Because that dude is unbelievable, man.
Yeah, Tank, what 28 right now?
Yeah,
So you think that fight probably could happen like within the next 3-4 years, maybe? Inoue might be older. You know what I mean? He gonna be 34, 35.
but
Yep,
he
yeah,
that
might
old?
be
I thought
that.
they were around the same age.
No, Inoue 30 already.
Damn.
He only got a couple years of prime left. But maybe you don't know shit. Them small guys, you never know.
Yeah, He's That I did not expect that, bro. I did not expect him to knock him out like that, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I just it's a lot of people just hating, bro. I don't understand it, bro. It's disgusting. But one dude telling me, oh, he's never just don't know shit about boxing, the casual, telling me, oh, he never fought in the U.S. and why like Top Rank don't care about black fighters? Why is Fulton over there in Japan? Just don't know anything about the business of boxing, nothing about nothing. Just talking about shit that he think is right and it's really not. Like shit like that just bothers me, bro. For real. Just hating everything that came out of his mouth. Nothing was positive about a new way beating him. It was just all negatives. Oh, why is this way? Why did Fulton not do this? Or it was just lame, bro. Lame.
Yeah. I can't say shit, bro. That was the bar that I set for him because they was like, because people been thought he was pound for pound number one, two, or three before the fight even happened. I'm like, man, ain't nobody even in those lower weight class. He ain't beating no damn body. If he move up and beat Fulton, then we can talk. I mean, that was what I had set for him. That's what he did.
Yeah, man, in spectacular fashion. Now, I feel like I don't want to underestimate the dude he fighting next, but I think it's safe to say like that dude gonna get the shit knocked out of him, man. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna become undisputed. And then after that, it was 126. If he's, cause I think I heard something about him retiring soon. You know, I mean, he don't owe us nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? He's done all the things that people said he wouldn't be able to do. He's done that and more. So he really don't owe us nothing. If he become 2-time undisputed, it's no reason for him to be like, oh yeah, I gotta stay in the sport. I would understand if he retired, bro. Call it a career, cause you know
If
what
he
else?
gonna retire, he better be sure, cause that's how motherfuckers get beat. All the interviews. Oh, I'm thinking about retiring. Fuck around, get beat, cause you got retirement on your mind.
Yeah, man. But I think he could go to. I think his max is probably 130. I think he go to 130. That's about it.
I mean, 126. I mean, put Figueroa in there maybe, cause that's just how I be feeling. Like if a boxer punchers, you gotta pressure their ass, man, to try to
Yeah,
beat them.
yeah.
I think pressure is the best style to go against that. Maybe Figueroa can get a decision. 126, Robisi. He might be too slick for Robisi Ramirez. He don't throw a lot of punches either.
I think Robisi will probably be the toughest guy that he's gonna fight, bro. Because Robisi, although he is what could I say? It may look like he's underwhelming in his fights. He could really surprise you, bro. And Nue's little with him, and then not only that, because we know size don't matter with Nue. It's just that guy he can really hit hard, bro. he can actually put the Inoue lights out. You know, so I think that'll be probably a more tougher fight than the Figueroa fight. There's more to think about when
Yeah,
you're fighting
Robeisy more
Barrett.
technical than Figueroa.
Yeah, so that'll be the fight. You know, that'll be yeah. I would love to see that, but that's yeah. That'll probably be his toughest fight. Figueroa, he's I think he's all right. I don't really think like tremendous of him like a lot of people. Just like with Fulton, I ain't think too much of him. I edged him, but that was only because he's the bigger skill guy. Not that he was more skillful than Inoue. It's just he's a big guy, a bigger guy, and he has a skill set that's very respectable. So I went with him slightly. I should have stuck with my initial thoughts that Inoue was going to dominate. You know what I'm saying? But I started to break down their skill sets and be like, okay, maybe this is closer than I think. Then I came to the conclusion that, I think Fulton can edge it, but he got absolutely destroyed like I initially thought he would. Like when I first ever
Yeah,
heard him talk to this fight.
I be talking that shit, but when that fight be counting down and you be seeing the energy in the air, I'm like, nah, Fulton probably can't pull this one out. But I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, man. He could bounce back, go to 126. I don't know who would be his next fight, but yeah, I think he could bounce back for sure. He's
Shit,
not a
after getting
slouch.
knocked out like that, he need a tune-up next.
Yeah, for sure. Get his confidence back. I mean, it looked like he lost any confidence after the fight. He was in there chilling.
Yeah, but you got to see in the gym and when he's sparring, like, is he still like aggressive, or is he thinking twice about going in that pocket?
I just felt like he underestimated this man. And it was several things that let me know that. First off, he's saying, "Oh, this man has never fought nobody like me." And given that's true, but he made you look like worse than a lot of the guys he's been fighting. But that's not the point. You say he never fought anybody like you. You say he hasn't fought nobody really. Then also, in his corner, his trainer's telling him, "Oh, this is easy," and all this. If you go in there with, "Oh, this is easy," you know what I'm saying? You already say he's not fighting nobody, and then your trainer's instilling in you that this is easy. That's where you messed up right there. You're underestimating this man's skill set and what he's bringing to the table. See, now with Inoue, he recognized what he was getting in there with. He said this man could go to full 12. He's durable. Um, he also has a physical side to him. He can go to the body. He can fight on the inside considerably. He understood exactly what he was getting in there with. Ain't prepared for that. I don't think Fulton did, bro. I think he underestimated this man and got hurt bad.
Yeah, I mean, people be trying to have that confidence no matter what that they going in there with, that he gonna win. You know what I mean? He tried to stand in front of Nui, but I seen when he lost the first couple rounds, he tried to step it up. But
Yeah,
it's just that Nui was too slick for him. You know what I mean? He was darting in and out with his ones and twos, man, and Fulton just couldn't catch him coming in, couldn't catch him going out. Just knew it. He just got more and more comfortable, and he was just, putting it together on Fulton, man.
it it got ugly quick, man. Real quick, man.
Yeah,
This guy's really great, man. I don't know where people have him, but if you my top three guys right now, however you want to put them, it's Usyk, Crawford, and this man right here. However you want to rank them, wherever you want to rank them, those are my three
yeah.
guys, bro. You know,
Do you think the winner on Saturday has to dominate to be ahead of Nui, or they just got to win?
here's my thing, and I may not break this down as well as this person did. This is a person I heard this from, but he broke it down like this, like pound for pound. I hate to be this guy, like pound for pound is more so what Inoue did, right? Moving in weight classes, then challenging himself against a bigger guy. Terrence Crawford, he's done that. Moving up weight, challenging a bigger guy. I it's unfair. Like, say if Fulton would have beat Inoue, right? And where would you rank him, right? Would you put him number one, number two? I wouldn't have done that. I would have moved him up on my pound
It's
for
like a
pound.
couple spots up.
Yeah, he would have
Like,
moved up a couple spots because this is a guy who's moving up against you. It's not like you're moving up against this guy. You're moving by the pound for pound system. This is just a guy you just so happen to beat. So of course you'll move up, but move up like number one or something like that from wherever spot you was at. Because I didn't have him on my pound for pound list, so I would have to put him on my pound for pound list. He was just outside of my pound for pound, but I would have to put him on my pound for pound list and then jump him ahead of all of those guys because he won this one fight against a guy who's little. Say what you want, he's littler than him. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's not the same. If Inoue beat Fulton, which he did, it's not the same as if Fulton beat him. If you get what I'm saying, to me,
Mm, yeah. I understand
because
that. That's why Bivol didn't get a lot. He got some juice for being Canelo, but he didn't get like all the juice. I
right.
understand that though.
So now with Spence and Crawford, right? Spence has been in this division his whole career, right? He's fought some really good fighters in that time period. He's unified, right? But that's not really pound for pound. Like like that's not extraordinary. You're doing something in one division that a lot of people's done in one division. You're not moving up in weight classes, which is what his pound for pound is. So he's on the pound for pound list for some people. I get that because of the body work he did at 147, but it's not really pound for pound. And I hate to take that from him. If he beats Terrence Crawford, that is a tremendous win, right? But I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But would he be the number one fighter in the world from that? I don't know, and I want to give him his 100% credit because he beat the guy who I think gonna beat him, right? But it's like I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
not
still
pound
only
for
one
pound.
weight class for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I I kind of like his resume. I think he'll probably be up there with the resume. You got to compare his resume to everybody else up there. If you put Terrence Crawford on top of them little wins that he got, I think that he'll be right there. Especially Usyk. Usyk, let's be real. Like outside of Anthony Joshua, what does he really got?
I mean, I look at it like for Usyk, and here was my argument for him being over Crawford number one. I was just speaking that. My argument is that neither one of these guys are out of this world active. They both been Crawford just recently fought, but he's not really been the most active guy. Neither one of them. But my point is Usyk, not only did he become undisputed at cruiserweight, right? He moved up a division, which is take it for what you want. There's not many like out of this world guys at heavyweight. Heavyweight is a really underwhelming division to what we've experienced in years prior. But the same token, he's moving up in a division that the probability of you getting hit on the chin and getting knocked out is way higher than any other division, right? He's moving up with that, and he has to go and outbox these dudes. He's not really gonna stop them like that. He's at a severe disadvantage, and he was able to beat Anthony Joshua, which is one of the biggest fights in the division. Anthony Joshua was a cash cow. That was his big fight. He had that, and he beat that guy who he was the underdog against, right? Crawford is now having his substantially big fight, which people would consider him. I already think he's great, but this is the big. This is his Hagler Hearns fight, right? He's having this now. Usyk already had that, and he passed that test with flying colors not once but twice. That's why I say, yeah, I would have him over. I had him over
Yeah.
Bud or whatever the case may be. But Bud's about to have his big fight. He was already undisputed as well, just like Usyk was, but he's not having his big fight. And when he knocks off Spence, in my opinion, I don't think it should be
People
any
let
question.
Fury slide with this duck shit that he got going on. This is a duck, man. He was supposed to fight Usyk in December. This Ngannou fight ain't even till October.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man.
Usyk, gave him his demands like 2 or 3 times, bro. This fight was supposed to be sealed and delivered. Like Fury's a duck,
Yeah, he's a duck and he
huge
doesn't
duck.
care. He want the money or whatever, but I
And
don't get it.
people are saying that he's like the greatest heavyweight, like for real, all time. Like, come
Nah,
on now,
nope, nowhere
you
near it.
you violent.
Nowhere near it. I don't see it. He's not showing no type of energy that he is that or wants to be that. He don't care about greatness, bro.
And like, I know that this gonna be unfair to Fury, but like, as far as the greatest heavyweight all time, you want to put him in that conversation. Like, popularity is a part of it. Like, Fury's nowhere near the face of boxing.
Nope.
Nowhere near. Like I know that he will win a lot of these fantasy matchups and shit, but he ain't loved by the people enough. You ain't. I mean, like
Not even his own people in this country.
Ali is so damn popular. He's probably still more popular than Floyd Mayweather right now. You know what I mean? Like he ain't Fury ain't never gonna get that status, and he's not even fighting everybody. I mean, at least fight Usyk and get undisputed. You beat Vlad in the past, but that was a boring ass fight. All the legendary heavyweights when they first stepped up, they knocking shit out still. Ali knocked out Liston. Like he ain't all his only story is smoking dope and getting fat and coming back and winning. Kept winning. Like the Wilder ain't got shit to say about it. He beat his ass twice. Like he got like little wins, but they be hyping him up like he the best like all time. Like there's been too much history of heavyweight to be saying shit like that.
Yeah, and that's the prison of the moment stuff, you know. But you know, Fury is just I don't know. I don't even like to speak on the dude. He's a clown, bro. Like took me. I don't know why it took me so long to recognize that. You know what I'm saying? But he's just a clown, dude. He just talks, and swear you one way and then go the other way. Like he's weird as fuck, man. I don't subscribe to anything he do. That fight, I'm not watching that shit. I'm boycotting that shit. I don't give a fuck about
Shit.
that.
I honestly think Usyk probably could beat his ass for real. He could outbox his ass for real.
And that's what he probably
Like
got
people
back in
think
his head.
Fury just gonna get in there and walk over and lean on Usyk and all that. Usyk probably gonna have a strategy for all that. It's like you get credit for Wilder. Wilder was a huge puncher, but Usyk, he's technical. He's advanced with that shit. He'll pick Fury ass apart. Fury already be throwing the same ass uh, 1-1-2 combo, jab right hand. You know what I mean? He's slow as fuck compared to Usyk. Usyk can outbox that more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely could see him winning that fight, bro. There's something about him that Tyson Fury don't want no parts of, bro. You know, he rushing everybody else, the Dylan Whites and Wilders, all these limited guys. He ain't rushing no guy like Usyk, bro. High IQ
Yeah, he
guy.
told him he can have everything he want by 2-3 times. He still ain't trying to fight.
Yeah,
He
man.
made this. He made this Ngannou fight for 3 whole months. Ain't no way he gonna turn around and fight in 2 months. Usyk.
Yeah, he keep playing with retirement and contemplating. I don't know, man. He's a piece of shit, man. It's really sorry, bro. He's sorry. Like he's just making the heavyweight division trash, man. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, bro.
Man, it's not only
Hey,
him that
but
with the bull
hey,
crap.
but I'm about to ask you. You got Bud on Saturday, right?
Yep.
You got him by knockout.
Yeah, I think he can get the stoppage.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, cause what I seen from Fulton, like Fulton, he was like another one of those guys. Like how I look at Earl, like he got too much pride to get knocked out.
Yeah.
But pride don't even matter, dog. If you get hit with that right shot,
Yep. That's what
your
people be
body
doing.
gonna shut down, bro.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. Crawford, like Earl, is gonna be there to get knocked out. I know why y'all say that, bro. I mean, Earl got some flaws, bro. But I think that he can outwork Bud. If Bud don't come through with that knockout, I think Earl gonna get that decision.
Yeah, it's a possibility. That fight right there is another. But I'm that's another fight that I'm just like my pick will always be Bud. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fight where I'm not ignorant. I'm not no fanboy. I'm not none of that stuff that people just fanned out, bro. Like either one of these guys could win a fight, bro. These are really good fighters we talking about. This is a bigger guy that Bud Crawford is facing. Guy with endurance, power. You know what I'm saying? A pretty good IQ. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy who, at all costs, he coming to win, just like Bud, a relentless guy. So Either one of them could win, bro. I just think Bud Corver got the better tools. I think and take this how you want. I think he's not gonna. I think he's gonna make the less what is it? Damning excuse. I say excuses. Damning what is it? Mistakes. Cause I think Errol's gonna be the first to make a lot of damning mistakes that could cost him, bro. I don't think Bud will do. I think Bud will make mistakes, but I don't think it's gonna be like to the same level of Arrow's mistake. Arrow, he be jumping out there, throwing caution in the wind. Sometimes his defense go out the window and he just balls to the wall. I'm finna just come at you, and that could get him caught, bro. He could walk into a shot that he don't see, and the night could be over, bro. This is the type of guy he dealing with.
Yeah. I
You
don't
know.
think Bud got one punch knockout power though.
No, I'm not saying like, oh,
He'll
he gonna knock him
he'll
out like
dance
with
his
one shot.
ass.
I'm not saying he gonna knock him out. I'm talking about like he hits him, and then after that, Bud. We know when he got you hurt, it's over with. I'm talking about like that. I'm not saying I don't think he gonna
Yeah,
bust
I'm
out.
banking on the chin of Errol Spence too. Like I know he's gonna get hit with some shit though, trying to walk up on Bud. But I don't know. The times he did get a little hurt, it looked like he got fast recovery time. And man, he's the A side fighter, bro. It's PBC, bro. If it's close, of course, I'm gonna feel like Earl gonna get that decision.
I, I definitely agree. Like he has a really good chin. Like that's unquestioned, right? But last fight he got hurt by old guys. I think he got hurt by multiple times, not just the time when he dropped his mouthpiece, and he recovered real quick in those times. Then with the Lardy, that's where he was really hurt. With Emmanuel Lardy, that was a while ago, and he recovered real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I think if he does get a situation where he's hurt with, but I think he could recover quick. But if it keeps happening, bro, which I think is gonna keep happening, eventually, he ain't gonna be standing, bro. Like he gonna get countered like
Bud
at a
cannot
bomber
afford to
rate.
start slow either.
Now I don't think that's the mentality in this fight. I don't think that's the
He
mentality.
gonna have to get started by the third round
I think he said, yeah, he coming in there to start fast. He not, yeah, that's
because
not the
it's two
mentality.
toughest welterweights he faced it. Brook and Porter. He took 4 rounds to get started on Porter and 3 rounds to get started on Brook.
Yeah, but he said that's not the mentality in this fight. He coming out like, what I'm saying, with ferocity. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
a fight from round one. So
So you
I
think he gonna up the punch output, but he's not being himself if he do that though. That could be a disadvantage.
no, I just think he's gonna go off of what Errol giving him. Like he's gonna counter. He's when as Errol's coming in, he's just gonna be letting his combinations go. You know what I'm saying? Off of counters. I don't think he's just gonna be like going out there swinging. Nah, I don't think that. I think Errol gonna come
He
at
said
him.
he gonna lead off too. That's what he said in the interview a while back. He like everybody think I'm just gonna be moving around trying to counter. He said, "Nah, I'm finna break his ass down." You know what I mean? He gonna lead sometimes.
And if that's the case, that's the case. But I do know if he end up if for some reason Errol end up on the back foot early, it's gonna be a short night, bro. Because Errol Spence, I don't think he is the same. I really don't think he's the same fighter no more. Like when we seen him get on the back foot and show some capabilities of outboxing, what is it, Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia for a little bit. I don't think he has that in him anymore. I don't. So if he gets on the back foot with Bud in this fight, it's over with, bro.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, of course he ain't great backing up, but he's all right backing up. You know what I mean? But I thought that Bud was gonna have his foot. I think Bud might use the foot movement from the poster fight. I'm not even sure if he has that anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's never really been that type. I think he's gonna be standing in front of Earl a lot in this fight. That's why I think Earl would probably have a bigger output than him.
It's not wise to stand in front of Arrow. So if you do that, it could be a short night for him as well. So I hope he don't do that. you know. But if he could stand there and weather the storm, and get his shots off and use some defense or whatever. Show a little inside game, which I'm not expecting him to do, but he's a quicker fighter in this fight, right? So his shot's gonna get there first. So he's not a better inside fighter than Errol, but if they do happen to stand there, but he gonna have to take some fire on the inside before he get his shots off. Like his shots gonna get there quicker, but Errol Spence throwing back at you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get out of that exchange unscathed. Your shot's gonna get there, but you got some shit coming back at you, whether it be slow or not. You got to worry about that. So I just think I don't know how Bud gonna fight. I know how Errol gonna come in, but I don't know how Bud gonna approach this fight. I don't.
Yeah, I seen in the media workouts. I think Bud, man, showed a speed advantage. I think he gonna. I don't know, man. If he used his speed, bro, he probably could outbox Earl. But it's
Yeah,
just up there. Can Earl keep him in front of him? I mean, I don't think. I mean, I seen Earl cut the ring off a little bit in his career, but I haven't watched every single one of his fights. But he seems like he can cut it off. Ugas wasn't trying to move. I never really see him in there with like no Keith Thurman type of mover. You know what I mean? To really judge how he cuts the ring off. And he was working on that in the media workout. So we got to see. I don't even know. Crawford probably not even gonna move like that.
I think he will. I think he will. Errol gonna be on him so much. I think he will, but it's gonna take a lot of It's gonna take Terrence Crawford got to be in the best shape of his life in this fight. Like, he can't go in there and like try to like pace himself to a high degree, bro. He got to be in the best shape of his life for this shit, bro. Like,
I mean, Bud always in shape though. Shit, I
oh,
never seen Bud
best
lacking.
shape of his life, bro. Like, 'cause I seen him gas a little bit, like a little fatigued in the Porter fight. I seen that. I don't know if anybody else seen it, but I did see that when he was in there like coasting and shit.
What the rounds Porter was winning at the second half.
It was somewhere. It was somewhere in the second half for sure. He was in there coasting, bro.
Yeah,
So
probably. I mean,
I
it's hard to fight like that for that long, bro, for anybody.
yeah,
So I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah.
You think Earl might punch himself out?
I've never seen that, so I don't think so. I don't see that. I think I just think he going. It's just this thing with Arrow, bro. Like he's so predictable with his punch variation, like, and it's been working for him. Don't get me wrong, but will it work against a guy that's cerebral? I don't see that. I just don't like. And if it does, then he's really damn good at that, bro. Like it's just an unstoppable mechanism that he's using. But like
Yeah,
it's
he'll
just
jab, straight left hand a
yeah,
lot.
bro. Too
I remember
much, bro.
Porter caught him. He did it 3 times in a row. Porter caught him in the third time he did it. He definitely can't be doing that against Bud. There's just a lot of can't do's for Errol Spence against this dude, though. Like,
Yeah,
I don't feel comfortable picking against Bud, bro, because I said he couldn't knock out Porter.
yeah. I
And
thought he
that's
was
what
not
he
gonna knock
did.
it either. And he did that. And Porter's a flip flop. 1 minute, oh, this guy went up on another level on me. Then, oh, I didn't train for the fight. I wasn't myself. So you telling me, you're trying to convince me that you, Sean Porter, who knows how dangerous this sport is, you didn't train hard against a guy who can hurt you bad. That's what you're telling me. I just don't believe that for 1 second. If you're telling me you weren't as enthused for this fight, okay. But if you're telling me you ain't trained hard for that, I don't believe that, bro. I don't. That's not. I don't know. That's just me. That's what he said. That's how he feel. I get it. But that's not what he was saying after the fight. He just doing a lot of flip flopping and shit, bro. Weird stuff. I don't know.
What's good, Just Do? But yeah, Porter chased that fight, man. He got that mandatory mandated. He left PBC.
Yep.
He did all that work to get that fight.
Right.
It's hard to just say that he didn't train for it.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I don't know what I don't know. That don't make sense to me. If you did all that to get the fight, then when you got the fight, you're bullshitting in camp. I don't believe that shit, bro. I just don't. Like, yeah, hey, it wasn't in or whatever. I don't know. You were even winning the fight until you won.
Mm,
So it's just a bunch of other excuses. He didn't fight the way he didn't fight. He said he didn't put the necessary pressure that he could have. He said, what he said, he prides himself on making fighters feel uncomfortable. He said like he felt from round one he never made Terrence Crawford feel uncomfortable, and that's how he lost the fight. Because Terrence Crawford from round one was comfortable. You know, I mean that's on you, bro. You just credit Terrence Crawford. He did not allow you to do that shit. Jumping in and running in like you knew it was gonna come at you if you doing that, man.
Yeah, he was repetitive too. He was getting tired.
You know, so
Yeah,
it's
he
just
Crawford was stepping back with that hook. Earl got to watch out for that hook too, cause Bud, the way he throws that hook, you can't tell if he's going upstairs or downstairs with it. You seen how Porter was ducking right into it. He
yeah.
thought he was going upstairs with it, but he really was going to that body.
Oh yeah,
That's why he
that,
didn't.
yeah,
That's
that's
why he
true.
didn't really hit him clean in the face.
Yeah, that is true. I did see that multiple times. I did see that multiple times. Man, I don't
Hmm.
know, man. This
That
gonna be
shit hard to judge, man. Like I say, bro, Earl is gonna be there to get knocked out. He
yep.
is, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. I mean, I barely. In times he got hurt, that wasn't really shit. So I feel like he maybe be able to walk through that fire and get that decision. I'm not gonna say all he got to do is stay on his feet, but if he, man, I don't know. They'll call that shit for a draw because that probably will guarantee a third fight.
I'm gonna be so
But
upset with that girl, man. Man.
yeah, I just want to see what the fan base of the loser fighter. They gonna be on life support. I'm just trying to see how they gonna act.
A lot of
Cause
fanboys out
these dudes be so sure that Spence gonna dominate Crawford, that Crawford gonna dominate Spence.
there.
It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers changing their names on their account, channel shutting down, base their whole goddamn life on this damn fight.
It's disgusting how grown men can be such fanboys. I see it too many times, but I don't fanboy for nobody. Nobody can say X is a fanboy. Nobody. I call a shot. See it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. It's weird. It's no point. It's no point. So
Mm,
like you can hear people talk and they don't hear that they sound biased, but it's really being biased, bro. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm just rolling with Crawford. I think he got the better tools. You know, if he lose, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, but I don't think he's gonna lose, bro. I just think Errol Spence, he's gonna make a lot of damning mistakes that's gonna play into the hands of what Bud Crawford is good at. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna get bad,
Mm.
man.
But all right, though, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, man. This
Yes,
day was
sir.
wild with Inoue coming through like that. What's up, Nick Gurr? Yeah, Inoue, he's the real deal. I mean, it ain't nothing I can say, bro. He passed the test that I said he needed to. So if you put him 1, 2, 3, pound for pound, there ain't really much I can say.
Yeah, dude, think he real funny with that name, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you trying to say, Nick Gurr?
You heard it? You heard it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yo, some racist shit. But all right, though, I'ma holler at y'all, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate you.